Words can make you, break you. They can hollow your soul. They can damage you forever. So, I always try to use the positive words in my life wherever I go. They call it adversity, I call it opportunity. They call it weakness, I call it strength. They call me disabled, I call myself differently able. They see my disability, I see my ability. Muniba Mazari said, "The world is full of inspirational people, and everyone has a story of their own. The story is of women whose perfectly imperfect life made her who and what she is today. This is the story of women who believe that sometimes problems are not too big, but we are too small to handle them. And in the end, we all realize that real happiness doesn't lie in success, money, and fame. It lies within gratitude." Let's take a look at Muniba Mazari's incredible life story and how she ended up getting to where she is today. Muniba Mazari is a Pakistani artist, model, activist, motivational speaker, and television host. She is a wheelchair due to injuries sustained in a car accident. She lost her walking abilities due to a severe car accident. But instead of crying, she decided to live her life where their car met with an accident, in which she sustained several major injuries, including broken bones in her arms, rib cage, shoulder blade, collarbone, and spine. Her lungs and liver were also deeply cut. The doctor informed her that she would never be able to walk, paint, or even give birth. But with hope in her heart, she managed to smile back at what life had planned for her. She eventually sat in a wheelchair after 2 years in a bed and opted to rise rather than cry. Muniba claims that being in a wheelchair was the happiest day of her life. She decided to confront and conquer all of her fears. That day, I looked in the mirror, applying a lip color, and told myself, "I'll never give up. I'll never live up to anyone's expectation," she said. That day, she planned to write down all of her fears and face them one by one. The first fear is husband fear. Her biggest fear was being divorced by her husband, and the next thing she did was set him free. And second, motherhood. Her second biggest fear was not able to give birth and be a mother. So she applied to different organizations and orphanages. The third, sympathy syndrome. Her third large fear was facing people and the look of sympathy in their eyes. But she overcame that fear too by going out in public and not minding their sympathy. She began to go out in public and tell people her story and how everyone should be accepted equally. She started to paint and anchor shows in Pakistan. She also advocates for women's and children's rights, for which she has received worldwide recognition. "We don't have to be flawless with anything we do," she said, "and we should embrace ourselves as we are, no matter if the rest of the world views us." Many people suffer from disabilities that leave them paralyzed for the rest of their life, but the first thing they do is give up. She inspired not only herself but also the rest of the world. She resolved her fears by confronting them and defeating them rather than fleeing from them. From the story that Muniba Mazari has experienced, I can conclude that in fact, any of the trials that happen to us, both badly and bad, we should not give up. in Islam has been said in which heeding with any exam given to his servant may not be more of the servant's ability, but that so could have been confinced to his servants if they can. They are able to exceed title. It might not too easy to get restricted things that are not the same time, but with the motivation of Muniba Mazari, I'm sure if indeed in all these people have the ability to rise back from the downturn, it's just back to each person. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.